Hello everyone, my name is Estella Hollander and I'm the mobility planner at Mountain Line, which is the public transportation in Flagstaff, and I'm here to provide you with some information on how to ride the bus. So let me get started. I prepared a little presentation, so let me get it started. Perfect, so travel training. This is definitely an important step so you all know how to ride the bus. So this presentation will include how to trip plan, how to board, as well as exit the bus, and different rules for riding the bus. So the first step with riding the bus is trip planning. This is important so that you get to know, one, which route to take, where the bus stops are located, when the bus is coming, etc. There's a few different ways to plan your trip. There's some online options. There's also the ride guide. Some of our bus stops also have information, such as this picture here, which shows basically the route as well as the times that the bus will be coming. And then of course you can always call our office, which the number is below. So first with online planning, so there's two different options. One is our website, which is mountainline.az.gov. Basically, you can type in your starting point as well as your end destination, and it'll let you know which route will take you to those locations. Another option is Google Maps. The website is right here, maps.google.com. And some of you may be familiar with this for driving directions, which is the car. But there's also transit, which is definitely handy. So it's basically the next icon, which looks kind of like a bus or a train. And basically, if you click that and you enter your origin, so your start and your end time, your end locations, it'll bring up some different route options as well as the time, and also give your walking directions. So both of these options are definitely handy if you do have access to a computer. Another option is using our ride guide. So this looks like this, and it is located at a variety of locations around Flagstaff as well as on our buses as well. It has a lot of information on as well as just how to ride the bus, and it has all of our different routes as well as a schedule, which is definitely handy. So this is one example, Route 2, and basically how you read this is it's always from left to right. And for example, with this one, it's our Downtown Connection Center, which is right here on the map. And so it gives the different times of when the bus is departing. And so, for example, this one is 9:05 a.m. And then if you want to end, and here, let me move this option here. Let's say you want to go to our Mountain Line facility. It shows, so if you read across from that time, that is when it's supposed to get there. So at 9:24 a.m. So you basically read from left to right. And again, has all the different times. So the ride guide has all the routes, as well as there's different schedules from Monday through Friday and weekend. So next is an app and a texting option. And these are both great to let you know where the bus is. So all of our bus stops have this plaque here. And basically every bus stop has a unique code. And so if you text M-Line 58 247711, it'll let you know where our bus is located, which is definitely handy. And then there's also an app, FLG Ride, which again has all our routes. And then you click which route that you want, and it'll show in real time where the bus is located. So once you've figured out your trip plan, these are the different types of bus stops. So we have a logo stop, which is basically, it has a pole and then usually a little bench. There's also our shelter stop, which looks like a little house. And then this sign is really important because this lets you know which routes serve this area. So this one, for example, Route 3, 7, and Route 10 serve this bus stop. Another note is a yellow curb. So all of our bus stops will have this yellow curb. So if you see a sign and the yellow curb, you know you're at a bus stop. Next is waiting at a stop. So there's a few kind of helpful tips One is, it's always important just to pay attention. So this picture here of the woman kind of sitting on her phone, you know, can tell that she's not paying attention, and actually the bus is driving right past her. So again, it's important to be paying attention. As well, it's important to be near a bus stop. So if you are, you know, down the street on the corner and you're outside of this yellow curb or away from the sign, the bus stop sign, the bus driver might not know that you're waiting there to get picked up. So it's important to be, you know, close to the bus stop. Again, just alerts the operator that I'm ready to ride the bus. As well as it's important to be ready and have your fare in hand. And fare is basically how you pay the bus. So it's either your bus pass or cash in hand. I do want to make note that during COVID, right now we are doing fare free, which means it's free to ride the bus. We are also encouraging backdoor boarding, so boarding through the back door. So another thing is, while the bus is approaching, all of our buses have these signs on the front as well as the side of our bus. And this just lets you know which route this bus is on. So for example, Route 7. So if you're waiting at the bus stop and you want Route 7 and you see this bus approaching with this number, again, you know you're on the right bus. You can also always ask the driver when you enter, you know, hey, is this Route 7? Is this going to the mall, or is this going downtown? So the bus driver is definitely there to help you. Boarding the bus, again, we, in normal circumstances, we encourage people to board the front door of the bus. Again, that's where you can pay for the bus. But again, during COVID right now, it is free and we're encouraging the back door. But of course, if you do need a ramp or the bus to kneel, which means basically for the bus to lower, you can ask the operator and still enter through that front door. So traveling with a bicycle, all of our buses have a bike rack in the front, which is definitely handy if maybe you live farther from a bus stop, from walking distance, and want a bike there. All these racks are available first come, first serve. So if they're all full, which our buses hold 3 bikes, unfortunately you would have to either wait for the next bus to come or I guess bike to your destination if that's possible. It's important to remove all bulky items, as you know, these could fall off and obstruct or hinder sort of the operations of the bus. As well as for your safety, it's important to inform the driver before exiting that you need to remove your bike. Just kind of giving a heads up, like, hey driver, I have my bike. That way they know to just pause and wait for you to get your bike off. But 3 easy steps to put your bike on, and there's different stickers that kind of let you know where to put either the front or the back tires. And then there's this lever here to put over the front tire of your bike. Traveling with a service animal. So service animals are allowed on our bus. The operator will usually ask if it is a service animal. However, pets are not allowed on the bus. And so Mountain Line fares, once we do start accepting fare again, this just gives an idea of how much the bus costs. So for youth, so 7 to 17, a one-way, which is just one ride, is 60 cents. A day pass, which is all day, you can go on as many routes, as many times as you want during a day, is $1.25. And then there are some bulk passes options too, if you end up riding the bus more frequently. And same, so there's some K through 12 passes. Again, if you start riding the bus and you end up liking it and you use it a lot, there are some different pass options for the fall semester, spring, as well as annual. And then college students, there's also some bulk pass options as well, again, for either semester-based or annual. So paying fare with cash, basically our fare boxes, which is this box here, it's cash only and we do not provide change. So again, prefer exact change. If you don't have exact change and you put, for example, a $5 bill and it was only $2.50, You just donated to us, so we appreciate it. But unfortunately, we are unable to give any change back. And so using a day pass, if you do pay for a day pass, the bus driver will give you this kind of receipt. And so the next time that you board the bus, you would just scan this barcode here right when you enter the bus. And again, if you have any questions, the operator can help you out. So a few rules for riding the bus. Again, this is public transportation, so there will be other people on the bus that you most likely will not know. It's different than a school bus where it's all students. This is for the public, so it's all sorts of different people riding the bus. So it's important to just be respectful and be mindful of just loud voices and things like that. Again, with any sort of music volume, really keeping it just to earbuds. As well as, so with food, there's no food or drinks allowed without a spill-proof lid. So water bottles are allowed, but any sort of food, it would have to be like in a to-go container, and you're not allowed to eat on the bus. And of course, using appropriate language. This is in all sorts of cases, but it's important just to, again, be polite, be courteous of others. So requesting a stop. So the operator may not necessarily stop at every single stop if there's no one waiting to board. So it's important once you know that you are approaching your stop to press, there's a yellow cord throughout the entire bus, as well as when the seats are flapped up, if someone is in a mobility device, that there's this signal here under the seat. But it's important to press that cord. You'll hear a ding, and that's basically alerting the driver that you want to get off at the next stop. So once you've pressed that cord, the operator has dropped you off at your stop. To exit the bus, again, we encourage rear door boarding, so back door boarding. Again, this kind of just helps with the flow. But again, as a reminder, during COVID right now, we are having people get on and off the bus in the rear door. But hopefully when things start to get back to normal, we'll have people going through the front door to enter and then the back door to exit. But if you do need to use the front door, which there's a few reasons why this might be, if you do need a ramp to help get off the bus, then just, again, please let the driver know so that they can deploy the ramp. And thank you. So that was kind of a quick, brief overview of riding the bus. If you have any questions or comments or want to do kind of a one-on-one travel training, I'm happy to go out with you and we can actually ride the bus together, or if you want to practice going to school or to a job or wherever it may be. I have my contact information. So Estella Hollander, my phone number is there, as well as feel free to email me again if you have any questions. So I really appreciate it. I'll stop sharing my screen. Again, and thank you, and hope to see you on the bus someday.